All right, no big intro. I'm just going to jump right into the point. I just finished watching day one of Speed Week with Tim Kuniskis at Dodge, where he rolled out a few things. And I'll share with you my opinion of these things. And I mean, don't argue with me in the comments. These are just my opinions. Feel free to share your thoughts, but these are just my thoughts, okay? As a guy that's owned 7 of these Dodge Challengers and Chargers and loved them and literally got choked up when he talked about it being the last year for these cars. It blows my mind that they would even consider it, considering how popular these are. And it blows my mind even more that he didn't roll something out to bring us back in, to still love what they're going to do. Now, maybe in the next couple of days, they'll announce something that's going to re-energize and re-excite us. But for me, I went into watching that video, those announcements, from a position of, I have a $100,000 jailbreak coming, probably this month, that in my head was, is there something that he could announce that would make me cancel that jailbreak and wait till November and order the new thing? Because the new thing was going to be so much better than the old thing. I personally don't feel like he announced anything that would make me cancel my jailbreak order and wait till next year. And let's talk about why. One, the only thing that got me a little bit was that they're going to bring back the old colors, which I wish they would have done. Every year I wished they would have done, because, don't laugh, my favorite color was that sublime green. I would do anything to be able to get a jailbreak in sublime green, other than wait till 2023 and pay a ridiculous amount more for the car. Because what I believe wholeheartedly is going to happen, because he didn't address these things, is one, for sure, as they've done before and been doing, prices are going to be ratcheted up. It's the last year, time to cash in, ratchet those prices up. And maybe instead of $2,500, maybe they ratchet up to $5,000. But they're going to ratchet the prices up on these cars. So no question, we're going to pay more for the same car. He announced that you're going to get a badge signifying that it's the last year of the Dodge Challenger and Charger in its form. I'm good not having a badge. Now, some of you might think, well, having a badge is going to make your car worth more money one day. I don't think it'll happen in a short enough time for me to call that purchase an investment, because sticking a badge on it is nice and all, but the people learned who bought the Durango a few years ago, the Durango Hellcat, when they said they're only going to make so many of them that year, and then they're done forever. And if you go back and watch those announcements, they were very emphatic that it won't happen. It won't come back. Now, yes, COVID came in and slowed things down, and maybe, they had all these extra parts and orders and demand for them. And right now, probably got a lot of stuff sitting around. Let's get rid of it. So bring it back. But for everybody who bought the Dodge the Dodge Durango, speculating that it's going to just skyrocket in value, which a lot of people did, which was why those markups were there, are right now scratching their head going, well, there went the value of my Durango Hellcat. Now, no question, there'll still be a limited amount of those, but it takes a long time for mass-produced cars to find massive appreciation. If you look through history, a mass-produced car to find big appreciation, it takes a long time. It's not going to be like 3 years from now, people are going to be paying huge money for Durango Hellcats. There will also very likely be a window based on economics of the fuel crisis, economics of gas prices, inflation, many other things, that might even depress those prices for a little while, because they won't be as sought after because they're so expensive to drive. So collectors will sit on them and hoping they're going to be worth more money. As far as the race stuff, you guys know I don't race. Someday I'd love to get on a track, but right now that's not my thing. So the other stuff, the white body and the carbon fiber, 70s retro, That was beautiful. I think that's really cool stuff, but it doesn't apply to me. It doesn't apply to most of us. What does apply is the fact that they said that they're going to roll out 7 new cars. 7 new cars that'll be throwbacks, and they'll be special cars. And they're going to go to dealerships with the largest allocations. And those dealerships will be able to sell those cars, but you can't order that car. Well, the second you remove ordering from the equation, markups get jammed back in. And these dealerships, especially the ones that say, I've got it, the other ones can't get it, are going to have all the power to stick ridiculous markups. Look at what's happening with the new Corvette Z06. Some of the dealers are like $100,000 markup on these things if you want to get one. It's just ridiculous. So could that happen with these? I don't know about 100 grand, but I'll tell you, they're going to be selling you and me that it's the last ones ever. There's never going to be anything like it, and it's going to be worth a fortune. Just keep in mind that it takes a long time for cars to go up in value. And when there's a markup, basically look at a markup as, same thing with, I hate to even compare real estate, but when prices are artificially inflated to a ridiculous level, basically that's just moving the price to what the price will probably be when the special item appreciates. So just like with the Dodge Demons, when they were selling those for $150,000, $200,000, today they're $130,000, $125,000. Someday, will they be $150,000? Yeah. They were taking all the appreciation up front in the form of a markup. So if you pay a huge markup on something and plan for that thing to appreciate, it's likely only going to appreciate over time to what the actual price you paid with that markup is, which means you may break even at some point, but that's probably at the very best case scenario. So markups are probably in our future. Now, unless I missed something, I mean, I watched it from start to finish, he didn't address that. Man, I don't know about all of you, but I was sitting there going, okay, please say, since we're going to funnel these things to just a certain handful of dealerships, that you'll have to go to those dealerships, and we're going to make sure you know where those dealerships are, but doesn't say, and we're going to do pricing guarantee, meaning the price will be what the price is, period. He didn't say that. And there's no way he wasn't thinking it. As a matter of fact, if I was psychic, I think I felt him thinking, damn, everyone's thinking, what the hell's the price going to be then? Because I can tell you the price is going to go to the moon, and it's going to price all of us out of it. Now, I'm all for capitalism and wealthy people who worked really hard to be able to get these things because they worked so hard to get there. But that was never the intention with the Dodge products. Never was. And by the way, I'm not sitting in my Dodge right now because, again, I loaned it to a really good friend whose car is in the shop, and he was driving to the car meets this weekend, and I said, just take it home and bring it back because I wanted it with me out on all our drives this weekend. So I'm not in the Dodge right now. But back to my point. Point is, we're going to be dealing with some big markups. And those special cars they had on that trailer and everybody's excited about, those cars are probably going to be marked up to the moon. Now, I'm sorry to sound negative. I don't want to sound negative. But when they roll out a Dodge Challenger that is a convertible, I can't get excited about that either. I don't want a convertible. I've never wanted a Dodge Challenger convertible. It's not my thing. I don't know about all of you, but it's not. I'm not going to give the reasons why, but I just think it completely takes away. How about this? It emasculates the car. So I don't want a convertible. And it's going to be done by a third party anyways. So I don't want somebody else chopping into the car. So when it first came on, I thought, oh, there's a market for that. If Dodge was building it. But if you got to go in there, order the car, and then they're going to build the car with a roof, and then send it, chop the thing up, and then send it to the dealership, I'm dying to know what the price is on that thing. And I'm going to bet it's way more than if they just offered it as a convertible from the factory like any other car manufacturer would offer a convertible. So, some new colors, that's cool. No real massive excitement, I think. No real massive announcements, I don't think. Do I still love Dodge? Yes, I do, but I don't know where this goes from here. I don't know where we go with this electric stuff. I'm not an electric car guy. Call me old. if you want, that's cool. But I spent all weekend at car shows and car meets, and literally my ears are still ringing. It was magnificent with all the engines roaring everywhere. When everybody was leaving, the loud exhaust and all, it was just glorious. The smell of the gas and the exhaust, and this is just primal stuff. Takes me back to my childhood. And I don't know that, I mean, I made a joke to my buddy. I said, could you imagine what a Tesla car meet is, or an electric car meet, even if they're the fastest cars in the world, and they all met in a parking lot for cars and coffee? What an incredibly boring, let's pop the hood and check out your motor. Well, my motors are hooked to my axles and you can't really see them, but let me show you my iPad in the middle of the dash and I can play Super Mario Kart on the screen. I'm like, we're losing all that at some point. Well, good news is we're not, because there's millions and millions and millions of cars out there with engines that'll still be out there for a very long time. So we're all still going to get to hang out. But I'm probably not going to line up for any electric car anytime soon. Just is what it is. I don't care. Make gas $20 a gallon. I'll work harder. I love the sound. I love ripping through the gears and hearing the engine roar and the tires spin and all that ridiculous grandeur in these things. That's what I love. So that's it, everybody. That's my initial thoughts, raw, right after watching it. Let me know if you agree. Share your opinions. Tell me I'm full of crap. I'm out of my minds and you can't wait till you have this electric car that nobody can hear, or they have fake sounds pumped in. And that you love that convertible. That's awesome. And you're so glad that they brought the Durango back after telling everybody they weren't going to bring it back. I mean, that's tough. It's kind of like the jailbreak. It's like, we're never going to make another Demon again. Ever again. You can have the only one. We're just going to make it, call it a jailbreak, and make it a couple less horsepower. And then offer a tune where you can make it into a Demon, but we're not going to give you the crate box with it. It's like, listen, I love business. I live for business. But at a certain point, buy these cars because you love them. Don't buy them as investments. You are very likely to get burned. Buy them because you love driving them. Maybe if you buy one as an investment, let it sit in your garage and sit there for the next, 20 years, and your kids get to turn around and sell it for some money. But that's probably not going to matter to me in 20 years. So with that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Raw opinions, raw ideas, just my thoughts right after watching this thing. Still love Dodge. Don't mean to come off negative. Love you all. Got another video I'm working on. I shot it this weekend. It was a little bit emotional. Talked about all my failures and falling on my face back in 07 and some other things I went through and really tough stuff. And while I was going through it, it was just like messing my head up. And when I finished, I just wasn't happy with it. So I'm going to watch that video again. And if I like it, I'll upload it. If not, I'll reshoot it. But either way, I've got something special coming to help anybody out there who may be struggling with this economy and any challenges that you're going through right now, and how I got through mine, as they were quite significant a while ago. But everything's good now. So see y'all later. Catch you in the next one. Take care. Like, subscribe. Bye-bye.